KGB discovered how to manipulate reality itself. What they did with that power will shock you and reveal who's really in control. Ignoring this knowledge means surrendering your power, condemning yourself to a life lived on someone else's terms. Embrace it, and you can become the architect of your own destiny. Imagine a clandestine meeting deep within the walls of a KGB black site. A high-ranking defector, armed with explosive secrets, sits across from a seasoned interrogator. The topic, nothing less than the nature of reality itself. This leaked interview, long buried beneath layers of disinformation, poses a question that strikes at the heart of our existence. Who or what truly controls our reality? Is it the visible power structures, governments, corporations, and institutions, or is there something more insidious, something hidden from plain sight, pulling the strings from behind the curtain? We've been conditioned to believe that reality is fixed, immutable, and objective. But what if that's a carefully constructed illusion? What if the external forces we fear, the shadowy cabals and manipulative elites, are only as powerful as the beliefs we project onto them? The uncomfortable truth is that external control is a distraction. It keeps us looking outward, pointing fingers, and feeling powerless when the real battleground lies within. This video isn't just about exposing the supposed puppet masters. It's about understanding how we, individually and collectively, hand them the strings. We're going to uncover how societal programming, limiting beliefs, and unchallenged assumptions create self-imposed prisons, trapping us in a reality that is far smaller and less vibrant than the one we're capable of creating. Understanding how control operates both externally and, more importantly, internally is the key to unlocking personal liberation. This isn't just an abstract intellectual exercise. It's a practical roadmap for living a more authentic, empowered, and fulfilling life. When you grasp the mechanisms that shape your reality, you can begin to dismantle the limiting beliefs and societal conditioning that hold you back. This personal liberation has far-reaching implications, extending beyond individual well-being to encompass collective transformation. A world populated by awakened individuals, conscious of their power and interconnectedness, is a world where the old systems of control simply crumble. This journey requires more than just passive consumption of information. It demands active participation, critical thinking, and a willingness to question everything. We aim to equip you with the knowledge and skills necessary to challenge assumptions, identify propaganda, reprogram limiting beliefs, and cultivate inner peace, irrespective of the external circumstances. This is a hands-on guide to reclaiming your personal power, not just a theoretical discussion. By understanding the rules of the game, we can begin to play it on our own terms, consciously creating the reality we desire, rather than blindly reacting to the one imposed upon us. To fully appreciate the significance of this leaked KGB interview, it's essential to understand the historical context in which it emerged. The KGB, as the primary security agency of the Soviet Union, was deeply involved in espionage, psychological warfare, and allegedly, even paranormal research. Projects like MK-Ultra, conducted by the CIA, reveal the extent to which governments have been willing to experiment with mind control and manipulation. This historical backdrop lends credence to the possibility that the KGB may have stumbled upon profound insights into the nature of reality itself. What if reality, as we perceive it, is not a solid, fixed entity, but rather a projection, a hologram, or even a simulation influenced by consciousness? This idea, popularized by films like The Matrix and explored in various philosophical and spiritual traditions, suggests that our perceptions are not objective reflections of an external world, but rather interpretations filtered through the lens of our beliefs, emotions, and experiences. This interview presents the question of whether the KGB simply sought to use the mechanics of such a simulation to serve their political aims, or if there was a deeper understanding of the universe at play. Therefore, we must examine the interplay between external and internal methods of control, from government propaganda and media manipulation to personal insecurities and limiting beliefs. The primary thread that weaves through this entire exploration is the crucial need to question everything. Don't blindly accept what you're told, even in this video. Conduct your own research, explore diverse perspectives, and draw your own conclusions. The truth isn't something to be passively received, it's something to be actively discovered. If the KGB possessed such profound knowledge about the nature of reality and the mechanisms of control, what else are they hiding? Did they discover a way to manipulate consciousness on a mass scale? Did they unlock the secrets of reality creation? And what were the motives of the interviewee? Was this a genuine whistleblower seeking to expose the truth, a disinfo agent spreading propaganda, or something else entirely? Why would someone risk everything to reveal these secrets, and what was their ultimate agenda? Throughout this video, pay close attention to the recurring patterns that emerge, patterns that reveal the subtle and often insidious ways in which we are manipulated and controlled. In the upcoming sections, we'll delve deeper into the psychology of control, exploring how advertising preys on your subconscious mind and how the power of beliefs can shape your reality. But most importantly, we'll arm you with the tools and knowledge to break free and reclaim your power. So this leaked KGB interview. Imagine the scene. Hushed voices, the weight of unimaginable secrets hanging in the air. The defector claims the KGB discovered how to influence mass consciousness, perhaps through subliminal messaging woven into television broadcasts, or even some form of energy manipulation targeting the population's collective emotional state. The idea is chilling, isn't it? The thought that we are all puppets dancing to a tune we can't even hear. But before we dive too deep into the rabbit hole of external control, let's pause and ask ourselves, what's the ultimate effect of such a belief? Does it empower you, or does it leave you feeling helpless, a victim of forces beyond your comprehension? That's the insidious trap of conspiracy theories. While they may contain grains of truth, focusing solely on external forces often leads to a victim mentality. It's easy to blame the elite or the system for all our problems, but that's a disempowering narrative. After all, if you believe you're powerless against these forces, you've already surrendered. Think about it. Even if there are shadowy figures pulling strings behind the scenes, your reaction to their actions is where your true power lies. Changing your emotional state in response to negative news, choosing calm over panic, rational assessment over blind fear, is a far more potent act of rebellion than simply railing against the supposed controllers. Isn't directing your own emotional state an inherently more powerful position than simply reacting to outside forces? This is where the concept of psychological projection comes into play. We often project our own fears, insecurities, and unmet needs onto external entities, creating scapegoats to blame for our own internal struggles. Someone who feels powerless in their own life might find it easier to believe that a shadowy cabal controls the world, as this externalizes their sense of powerlessness. It is far easier than doing the difficult inner work of reclaiming their own agency. Recognizing this tendency is crucial because it allows us to shift our focus inward. The real power, the power that truly matters, lies in shaping your own beliefs, perceptions, and reactions, regardless of what's happening in the outside world. Self-mastery, the ability to control your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, is far more effective than tilting at windmills, trying to fight external enemies that may or may not even exist. How do we begin to cultivate this self-mastery? It starts with understanding the psychology of control, recognizing the subtle ways in which our beliefs shape our reality. Our brains are wired to take cognitive shortcuts, and those shortcuts can easily be exploited. One of the most common pitfalls is confirmation bias, the tendency to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs, even if that information is demonstrably false. For instance, if you believe that vaccines are harmful, you're more likely to search for articles and studies that support that belief, while ignoring or dismissing the overwhelming scientific consensus to the contrary. Similarly, the availability heuristic leads us to overestimate the importance of information that is readily available to us, often through media exposure. Sensational news stories about rare events can create a distorted perception of risk, leading us to make irrational decisions based on fear rather than facts. Recognizing these biases is the first step towards overcoming them, but the power of belief goes far beyond cognitive biases. Consider the placebo effect, a phenomenon where people experience real physical healing simply by believing in a fake treatment. Studies have shown that sugar pills can reduce pain, alleviate depression, and even cure certain illnesses, simply because the patient believes they are receiving genuine medication. This isn't just mind over matter. It's evidence that our beliefs have a direct impact on our physiology. Our minds, our beliefs, and our expectations have direct impact on our bodies. Imagine the implications. If believing in a sugar pill can trigger the body's healing mechanisms, what other untapped potentials lie dormant within us, waiting to be activated by our beliefs? Now, consider the impact of self-limiting beliefs on your own potential. How many times have you told yourself, "I'm not good enough, I can't do that," or "I don't deserve success"? These negative beliefs, often ingrained in us from childhood, can create self-fulfilling prophecies, holding us back from pursuing our dreams and living up to our full potential. Someone who believes they're not smart enough might avoid challenging opportunities, reinforcing their belief that they are, in fact, not smart enough. It becomes a vicious cycle, a self-imposed prison built on the foundation of negative self-talk. The key is to identify these limiting beliefs and actively challenge them. How do we do this? One effective technique is journaling. Writing down your negative thoughts and examining them objectively can help you to see them for what they are, often irrational, unfounded, and based on past experiences that no longer apply. Once you've identified a limiting belief, question its validity. Is there any real evidence to support it, or is it simply a story you've been telling yourself for years? Then replace that negative belief with a positive affirmation. Instead of "I'm not good enough," try "I am capable and worthy of success." Cognitive restructuring involves consciously reframing negative thoughts into more positive and empowering ones. It's not about denying reality or engaging in wishful thinking. It's about choosing to focus on your strengths, your potential, and your ability to overcome challenges. Consistent repetition of affirmations, visualization, and taking aligned action are all critical components of rewiring your subconscious mind. But how does all of this work on a deeper, more fundamental level? Let's delve into the mechanics of reality itself. Quantum physics, once the realm of abstract theory, is increasingly offering insights into the nature of consciousness and its relationship to the physical world. Take quantum entanglement, for example. This bizarre phenomenon demonstrates that two particles can be linked in such a way that they instantly affect each other, regardless of the distance separating them. Imagine two entangled photons, light years apart, instantly changing states in perfect synchronization. Einstein famously called it spooky action at a distance, but numerous experiments have confirmed its reality. What does this imply about the nature of reality? Could quantum entanglement be a clue to understanding the interconnectedness of all things? Does it suggest that space and time are not as absolute as we once thought? One interpretation is that everything in the universe is fundamentally connected, part of a vast, interconnected web of energy and information. This brings us to the concept of vibration. Everything in the universe, from the smallest subatomic particle to the largest galaxy, is in a constant state of vibration. Our thoughts and emotions also emit vibrational frequencies, and these frequencies attract similar frequencies. Positive thoughts attract positive experiences, negative thoughts attract negative experiences. It's the law of attraction, but with a scientific twist. If you consistently focus on gratitude, joy, and abundance, you're more likely to attract experiences that reflect those vibrations. This leads to the idea of collective consciousness, the notion that our individual thoughts and beliefs contribute to a larger field of consciousness that shapes our shared reality. Is it possible that our collective thoughts and beliefs influence world events, creating the reality we all experience? The power of prayer or group meditation to influence events is another example. Studies have shown that focused intention, when directed by a group of people, can have a measurable impact on physical systems. Whether you call it prayer, meditation, or simply focused intention, the underlying principle is the same. Collective consciousness has the power to shape reality. So, how can you reclaim your power and consciously create the life you desire? The first step is cultivating self-awareness. You cannot change what you are not aware of. Becoming mindful of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in everyday situations is crucial. Start paying attention to the internal dialogue that's constantly running through your head. What are you telling yourself, about the world, and about your potential? Are these thoughts empowering you, or are they holding you back? Once you become more aware of your thoughts and beliefs, you can begin reprogramming your subconscious mind to align with your desires. Visualization is a powerful tool for this. Vividly imagine your desired outcome as if it has already happened. Feel the emotions associated with achieving your goal. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch in your imagined reality? Affirmations are another effective technique. Repeat positive statements about yourself and your potential, even if you don't fully believe them yet. Consistent repetition will gradually reprogram your subconscious mind, replacing negative beliefs with positive ones. Hypnosis can also be used to access and reprogram subconscious beliefs. Working with a qualified hypnotherapist is essential to achieve desired outcomes. Don't underestimate the power of intention. A clearly defined intention, combined with focused action, can manifest extraordinary results. Start by setting a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART goal. Create a detailed plan outlining the steps you need to take to achieve that goal. Then, take consistent action towards achieving it. Remember, intention without action is just a wish. Action without intention is aimless wandering. The combination of both creates a powerful force for change. And finally, in this chaotic world, we need to practice mindfulness, detachment, and acceptance. Observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Let go of the need to control everything. Accept what is, even if it's not what you want. Remember that inner peace is not the absence of chaos. It's the ability to remain calm in the midst of it. Understanding our potential to shape reality has powerful ethical implications. We must use this power responsibly, always considering the impact of our actions on others and on the planet. Because when we operate from a place of oneness, knowing that we are all interconnected, we will behave with more compassion and consideration. Recognizing that another person's pain is, in a very real sense, your pain, makes it impossible to act with malice or indifference. As more people awaken to their true power and interconnectedness, the old systems of control will inevitably crumble, paving the way for a more conscious and harmonious world. We will shift from competition to cooperation, from scarcity to abundance, and from fear to love. So let's reframe that KGB narrative. Even if they sought to control reality, their efforts ultimately point to something far more profound: the inherent power within each individual. The very fact that they tried to control consciousness is evidence that it is something worth controlling. It's an acknowledgement of the immense potential that resides within each of us. The attempt to manipulate and control only highlights the untapped power of human consciousness. Now, I challenge you to take responsibility for your own reality. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a powerful creator. Start experimenting with these techniques. Start small, experiment with your thoughts, and watch what happens. The evidence will become undeniable. And for the next week, I'm giving you a specific challenge. Spend just 5 minutes each morning practicing gratitude. Focus on what you have, rather than what you lack. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day and really feel the emotion of gratitude. Notice how this shifts your perspective, how it changes your energy, and how it attracts more things to be grateful for. In our next video, we'll be exploring the science behind manifestation in more detail. We'll reveal some advanced techniques for manifesting your desires, and we'll delve deeper into the power of collective intention. Remember, you are not limited by your past, your circumstances, or your beliefs. You are a powerful creator, capable of anything you set your mind to. Go out there and create the life you desire. So let's return to that alleged KGB interview, that whispered secret of reality manipulation. Was it real? Did the KGB unlock the secrets of mass consciousness control? Perhaps. Or perhaps it was a cleverly crafted piece of disinformation designed to distract us from a far simpler and far more potent truth. The truth that the power to shape your reality resides not in the hands of shadowy organizations, but within your own mind. That interview, whether fact or fiction, serves as a powerful metaphor. It represents the external world's constant attempts to define us, to limit us, to program us with beliefs that serve its own agenda. The real revelation isn't about external puppet masters. It's about recognizing the internal mechanisms that allow those figures to exert influence. Those shadowy organizations are only able to gain any traction if we internalize their messages, if we accept their limitations as our own. External control is only effective when it meets a corresponding internal belief. The true battleground isn't in the halls of power or the algorithms of social media, but in the quiet spaces of your own mind, where you choose what to believe, what to accept, and what to reject. Start by recognizing the illusion of external control so you may actively counteract it. What does this mean for you, for your life, for the world around you? It means that individual empowerment isn't just a personal journey. It's the key to collective transformation. A world filled with people who are aware of their own creative potential, who understand the power of their thoughts and beliefs, is a world that is better equipped to solve its problems, create innovative solutions, and foster compassion and understanding. Recognizing manipulation patterns allows us to create positive change in all aspects of existence. Conscious creation isn't merely about individual benefit, it's about contributing to a more harmonious world. As you grasp your ability to consciously create, you inherently gain ethical responsibilities. This awareness carries the obligation to wield that power thoughtfully, considering the impact of your choices on others and the planet. It's about understanding that the power you hold is not just for personal gain, but for the betterment of all. Acting from a sense of interconnectedness, knowing that your thoughts and actions ripple outwards, you will naturally choose to create a world filled with compassion, creativity, and abundance. It's no longer about striving for individual success in isolation, but about contributing to the flourishing of the whole. So, who controls our reality? Ultimately, you do. While external forces may attempt to influence, they cannot dictate your experience without your consent. What if that KGB interview was nothing more than a story designed to make us feel powerless? Either way, its true value lies in sparking self-inquiry, prompting us to examine our beliefs and reclaim our power. It's a reminder that the power has always been within you, waiting to be awakened, to be harnessed, and to be consciously directed. Consciously direct your experience, starting now. Continue to reclaim your power and create positive change in your life. Start each day with affirmations that reinforce your inherent worth and potential. Cultivate gratitude for what you have, rather than fixating on what you lack. Engage in acts of kindness, spreading positivity and compassion wherever you go. Be mindful of your media consumption, choosing sources that inspire and empower you, rather than those that perpetuate fear and division. These small, consistent actions, repeated day after day, will create a powerful momentum, shifting your reality towards one of joy, abundance, and fulfillment. What if we could collectively shift reality towards a more positive timeline? How can we use technology to enhance our consciousness rather than control it? These are just a few of the questions that we'll continue to explore together. There's always more to discover, and I invite you to share your experiences, insights, and questions in the comments section. Connect with others on a similar path, build a community of conscious creators, and support each other on this incredible journey. In our next video, we'll be exploring advanced manifestation techniques. We'll delve even deeper into the science of consciousness, and we'll uncover the secrets of collective intention. Remember, the power has always been within you. Now that you know this, what will you create? Comment below, and let's build a better world together.